There's a lot of fake and terrible information in this industry, so in this video I want to give you a no bullshit guide on how to actually hit 20k a month as quickly as possible. And that's step by step, by the way. So I can just give you a plan, you can follow it. Give me your time, I'll give you everything I've learned in the industry so far, and I've been in the OFM industry since 2022, so I probably know a thing or two. And also make sure to join my personal Telegram channel down below and check out tickfusion.com. I've also actually started doing one-on-one coaching recently and already have a few great success stories that I might share in another video. And if you have capital on hand, want to invest in yourself, just book a call with me in the description. It's free, I don't bite, let's just have a conversation. Now let's get into the video. So, I'm somewhat of a master at getting traffic. And as you probably know, traffic is everything. Without traffic, you don't make any money. It's that simple. And besides gathering hundreds of thousands of followers on many Instagram and TikTok accounts for myself, we've also helped hundreds of agencies scale and grow accounts to millions of followers. And I've also provided a few screenshots for you to take a look here. As you can see, some of the views here, all of these views, these first 5 videos practically round up to almost 1 million followers. That's from Goodnight John. We've helped Derek Brown and Nick from Untouched Agency, pretty much one of the biggest OnlyFans agencies in the world. They have multiple licenses with us. They've been with us for more than a year. You can see Ado here, tested all other spoofers. None of them work, only TechFusion does. Josh Hunter, he bought our guide. You can see his review here, right? We've had Derek Brown and Nick from Untouched Agency, Goodnight John, Lunar Dark Agency, you probably know them too. A bunch of agencies, many of them from Miami, because as you probably know, most of the most successful agencies are located in Miami, so pretty much every large agency, and all of them use TechFusion. All of them use TechFusion to grow their IG and TikTok accounts. We have so many from Miami, it's not even funny. So if they need help, chances are you do too. So check out TechFusion, it's going to help you. And I first want to talk about, before we get into anything else, having a personal brand in the OnlyFans industry and being connected to many high revenue agencies such as these I've listed here, for example. I have a unique experience of knowing other people's operations. And what I want to talk about is revenue versus net profit. The amount of people that I know that make like 100k a month, right? They make 100k and their actual net profit is often less than 10,000, right? First OnlyFans takes 20%, that's 80k. Then their expenses, blah, 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 that can even be 10k, 15k. Now you're at 65. Then you have a 50-50 split, you take around 32.5k. Then you also have 3 partners that you work with. Bam, you're left with like 7k in the bank, right? So in this video, I'm actually going to tell you how to get net profit. I'm not only going to focus on revenue because you would be so surprised. So many people in this industry that claim they make 100k, they barely make 10k for themselves. So I'll actually try to give you a step-by-step guide on how to make a shit ton of money. Let's get into it. So first you need a model. I'm not going to spend too much time on this. I'm going to keep it short. How do you get a model? I already have a video on my channel specifically on this topic, but I want to cover it really quickly. It's not that hard to get your first model, right? If you're fully new and you just want experience, it's generally okay to buy one, right, from a model marketplace. There are many out there, just don't get scammed. That's one way. You can do outreach. In one of my videos I recommend, you probably know some girls in real life that do OnlyFans, reach out to them. They probably have friends that do OnlyFans, reach out to them, right? But I want to mention outreach for a second, right? When I was starting out in OFM, late 2022, early 2023, we would just keep outreaching to models. We would outreach through our either personal or our like agency page on Instagram. And it was definitely saturated back then, and it's probably saturated now. I wouldn't suggest it to most people, but I did have a change of heart, let's call it, a wake-up call kinda, about outreach with one of my coaching clients. I was really under the impression, right, because I don't outreach to models anymore. I don't do it. I haven't done it for way too long. There's just no need for me to do it. And I was actually on a coaching call with one of my clients, and he showed me models. Hey, one has 70K, one has 300K, one has 600K followers on Instagram. Great models, by the way, great models. And he told me he got all of them through outreach. And I fully thought it was pretty dead, but he clearly got them through outreach. He would outreach through his personal Instagram. He would outreach to them, set up a call, they got on a call, and he signed them. So 600K followers, right? And he found them through OnlyFinder. So you probably still can get models through outreach. You just have either a terrible page, a terrible outreach message, or you just look at the wrong place. So outreach, you can still do it. You can get models with over 100K followers, multiple 100K followers. You just gotta know where to look. So I just wanted to remind you, it's still possible. I was actually surprised too, right, that you can get those kind of models. But he got them, he signed them, and they have great work ethic. They work together. It's all good. So there you go. Get a model. Get it quick. When you get a model, you have it, you need traffic. Perfect, let's go to traffic. Let me show you how to get millions of views fast and easy. And by the way, I'm pretty much gonna freestyle for this video the whole time. These are pretty much all my bullet points. So I have no kind of script to remind me or anything. I'm just going freestyle here, which I generally found is much better because you're gonna drop better value when you freestyle. That's my own opinion. You drop better value like that. Because when you have a solid script, you're gonna know stuff you wanna say like this. I might drop some gem out of nowhere that's gonna make you a ton of money. So listen to the entire video. So how to get millions of views fast and easy. How to master traffic. Perfect, let me tell you a story. Again, late 2022, early 2023, we saw that multiple accounts on TikTok, right? But we saw one specific account that was literally re-uploading 5 to 10 videos. Every 2 to 3 days, he would re-upload the videos. The same video was being re-uploaded to TikTok and getting millions of views. And for obvious reasons, that was very annoying to us. We were like, if we had the same tool that they have, if we could re-upload the same 10 videos and literally get 1 million views on each one of them, we would make so much money, right? And so we spent months trying to do exactly that. We were trying to figure out, well, hey, if you can, let's say the video went viral once, if you can just keep re-uploading that video, that would be great. And that's called repurposing or spoofing content. And there was nothing on this topic 2 years ago, right? There was a few agencies that did it, but they wouldn't want to share how. So we spent months, we created in that time over 1,500 TikTok accounts, uploaded over 20K videos. We went full out trying to master it. That's actually how I learned the code, right? Because I first started with making scripts that would change the videos. That's basically how TikFusion started. We saw that these guys were doing it. We were like, okay, it's possible. We just got to know how. It took us a few months to realize how. Then we finally figured out how they do it. And then we learned how to re-upload the videos. And we were like, let's just try to test this out. We took them pretty much just the most famous OnlyFans model. If I told you the name, like you would pretty much know it. Just a model that was getting millions of views. We just took her videos, downloaded them through Snaptic, ran them through our software that didn't have a name yet. It was just a repurpose bot. That's what they were named 2 years ago. We ran them through our repurpose bot, made them unique, and re-uploaded it. In such a short time, we got like 100K followers so quickly because it was already content that went viral, and then we re-uploaded it. And then we shared those results in Telegram groups with OnlyFans agencies like, hey, look what I just did. They were like, well, shit, this is crazy. You can get a ton of traffic. How do I do this? And that's how we started TikFusion. We actually then sold the shitty looking software, just called a repurpose bot, to other agencies. We were like, okay, wire me some money. I'm going to send you the software. And they sent us money in crypto. We sent them the software. And with time, it came to a point where 10, 20 agencies a day were reaching out, well, hey, I want to buy this. And we were like, perfect, let's turn this into a genuine software company. Let's give it a real name. Let's make it look better. And then we created a website. We created TikFusion.com. And that's how the software came to be, right? Because we saw other people would re-upload content. We did the same thing. We figured out how they did it. And that's literally how to get millions of views fast and easy. That's your whole thing. Just go viral once, and with that, you're going to have to test out videos that go viral. When you do it, of course, double down on that, and then just use Stick Fusion to repurpose the videos, re-upload them. You have infinite traffic. It's that simple. That's how we did it. And that's how all of these agencies right here, you can see. Again, Goodnight John, pretty much a million views on one of his new accounts on Instagram. That's how pretty much everyone does it now. Most of the highest grossing agencies in Miami also do it that way, right? Repurpose videos, re-upload. Now, let's go over to what traffic sources you should do. So in my own personal opinion, Instagram is simply number one. It is the most secure, highest revenue, predictable, long-term form of traffic. I'm not a big fan of Reddit or dating apps. We've always done TikTok and IG, and you can also run Twitter and Threads with that, right? And I have probably over 5 videos specifically for Instagram on this channel, so you can go watch that for more insights. But what I will tell you is this, okay? Instagram is genuinely the best platform to funnel your fans to, because on Instagram, fans consume your content the most. They consume it the most, as in time. They consume it for a long time. Let me tell you a quick story. So, the 7 hours of content example. If you can, and I learned this from having a personal brand and making videos, if you get someone to consume, let's say 6, 7, 8 hours of your content, they will buy anything from you. And that's, of course, if they have the money, right? If somebody in India has $300, they probably can't buy your $5,000 program or course, whatever you sell, right? But if somebody consumes, let's say 7, 6, 8 hours of content, they will buy anything. And I learned this from experience. So since I started this channel, I don't know, 7 months ago, 8, I'm not sure, summer of last year, I've had a bunch of agencies. First it was like once 2 weeks, once every week, then it was once every 2 days, and it just kept increasing. People would contact me, hey, I've already purchased your guide, I already have Stick Fusion, I want to give you more money. Can I pay you for one-on-one? Can I pay you for your time? Do you do coaching? Do you do mentorships? I had way too many of those messages. People would ask me if I do coaching. Now, back then I didn't want to start it because I don't like half-assing into things. I want to be fully invested. I don't want to be like those other gurus, for example, that just sign, I don't know, 100 coaching clients and then respond to them every 2 days. If I'm going to do coaching, I want to have the time to be able to focus on it and truly hold somebody's hand. Like, you give me money, you give me a lot of money, I hold your hand, I give you step-by-step instructions. We go on calls twice a week. Let's do it. Let's go 45-minute calls every week, 2 times. I'm going to help you. You're going to have direct access to me. Let me help you. That's how I want to do my coaching. And I just recently started my coaching about a month ago. And again, I already have a few very fun success stories that I might share in another video. Tell me if you want to see that. I'll make a video about it. But if somebody consumes 7 hours of your content, they are ready to give you all the money in the world. And I learned this by example. I was shocked at how many people are literally ready to send you thousands of dollars just because they watched a lot of your content, they know you, and they like you. People buy people. People will invest into people. People see, hey, I like this Renato guy. He's pretty cool. He probably knows what he's talking about. And then they want to give you lots of money. And now, why am I telling you this? I'm not just yapping randomly. Instagram. It is the easiest way to get someone to spend hours of their time very quick. Let me give you an example. You upload 15, 20, 30 stories. Perfect. Boom. You can get 5 to 10 minutes of content consumptions from your fans only through stories. Then you have pictures. Then you have reels, right? If somebody watches one reel, first he's going to replay it 3 times to get a glimpse of your body. Perfect. Then he's going to go scroll through other reels. Then he's going to spend 20 minutes looking at your butt. Then he might masturbate. And literally in a span of 1 to 2 weeks, you can rack up 7 hours of content consumption. Give him 2 weeks and he already consumed 7 hours of your content. And when he did that, that guy is going to go to your OF and he's going to become a whale. For those of you that are new to the industry, Whales are the guys that are gonna pay you thousands of dollars, maybe tens of thousands, maybe in some cases hundreds. But that's how you get the whales. You get them to consume the content, and that's why Instagram is the #1 platform. Because let's say Twitter, for example, you only upload images there. And you can't exactly connect through images. People that upload only images like Reddit and Twitter, I found those agencies have much lower revenue and much less consistent revenue than agencies doing long form video content or short form content like Instagram and TikTok. They earn much less revenue, much less, because people aren't as connected. Let's say if somebody goes to your Twitter, he sees a sexy photo, he masturbates to it, cool, and that's it. Then he goes to another chick, he forgot about you. Instagram is the way that people connect. And let me tell you another interesting story. Recently on a coaching call, I had a guy that created a software of his own. I'm not going to share anything about it or the name, right? I mean his name, his personal name. But I went on a coaching call with a guy and he told me about a software that he created. So let me try to explain it. You know how you can have tracking links, right? To see from which page did they come to, from what traffic source. Was it TikTok? Was it Instagram? Was it Twitter? He wanted to see the funnel. He would first see how did the subscriber come to the free page, because you would first get them to the free page, then to the VIP/paid page. He saw from what content source they came to the free page. He already has that with tracking links. But then he created this software that would see his name, copy his name, and in the paid VIP page, it would look for that name, because you cannot track how many people converted from the free to the paid. There isn't a consistent way. So in the software, he would see the tracking link to the free, from the free to the paid, and then compared how much he spent. And the highest grossing, the highest revenue traffic source was Instagram. By a lot. By a lot, by the way. It wasn't even comparable. The amount of money he would earn on average from each fan that came from Instagram was 5 to 10 times more than other traffic sources. Instagram is the #1 thing. You should be focusing on that. Again, I have a bunch of videos how to run IG successfully. Now, what's also important, way too many people overlook this. What matters is how many people you convert. It's not only about views. Let me give you an example. My general guides, like IG guide, Reddit guide, TikTok guide, they're gonna get thousands of views. But they're gonna be promoted to non-subscribers, so to a new audience, people that are seeing me for the first time. While some other videos with less, more specific titles will make the subscribers watch, and those kind of videos convert, but they don't get any views. Let me give you an example. My outsourcing guide, outsourcing and VA hiring guide, that guide has 10 times less views than my Instagram guide of 2025, right? That outsourcing guide converted so many people to our TikTok and IG guide. It literally converted like 8 or 9 people. After I uploaded that video, in the next 72 hours, a bunch of people bought the guide. Why? Because, again, it's the same 7 hours of content example. If somebody sees you for the first time and they see you have an expensive guide or course, whatever, they're probably not going to buy it. But when people already watch you and then see a great video from you, they will convert. Because in that outsourcing guide, I didn't even mention the TikTok and IG guide. Maybe once, I think I mentioned something like it took us 6 months to master the platform, and people literally converted from that one sentence. They reached out, hey, I want to cut my learning curve, I have money and I don't want to spend months of my time to master it. Should I buy your guide? I was like, yes, and they bought the guide. So we earned tens of thousands of dollars from a video that had 10 times less views than the IG video. And what that means is you gotta focus on your audience. It's not only how many views you get. I don't try to get a lot of views with my videos. I want Onlyfans agencies and creators to see my videos. If I made a lifestyle video, oh, here's how I drive this Bugatti in Dubai, you're gonna get sure 10, 50k, thousand of views. But it's not gonna convert anyone. What I want is for OnlyFans agencies and creators to find value in the videos. That's the audience I want to target. That's my ideal avatar. So how does this convert to you? Why is it important to you? Don't just farm views like on IG and TikTok. For example, I was also on a coaching call with a guy that he had his model, or his girlfriend actually, had 340K followers on Instagram. You know how much he was making? 12K. 12 fucking K. That is terrible for 300K followers. 340 to be specific. I think it was around that, at least. 300K followers, 340, and he makes 12K a month. That is terrible. Why? His US audience was like 13%. So, and he was getting 1 million views on each video. So views don't mean absolutely anything. What matters is your audience, who sees your views, who sees your content. That's what I mean. So focus on creating good content for people to see it. Don't only focus, and don't buy fake followers like you buy 30K Indian followers. What the fuck is that? Don't do that, right? You're going to get promoted to India. You're going to get a shit ton of views, but you're not going to convert anyone to your OnlyFans. Focus on the quality, right? Also, this video, it's probably going to be long. But the people that will appreciate the video will watch this video. But the new people, it might be boring. So focus on who you convert, not just views. And I really do believe we need to be reminded more than we need to be taught. What do I mean by this? I also have shiny object syndrome and remind yourself here with examples, right? You can do, there's so many ways to reach 10K, 50K a month. You can do Reddit, you can do dating apps, TikTok, threads, this, that. There's so many things you can do. You can make money with everything, but you can't make money with everything. You can make money with everything, but you can't make a lot of money with all of them. You have to choose one, two. Focus on one or two main methods, right? People just go into Telegram groups. They see, okay, this guy's making 50K with Reddit. This guy's making 30K with dating apps. And then they say, okay, I'm going to do it too. Oh, look, the hub method. Oh, I should upload videos there now. This, that. You get so distracted, right? We need to be reminded more than we need to be taught. We already know all the methods. Everybody in this industry knows the methods of which you can earn money. You don't need to be taught of new methods. You just need to be reminded. Remind yourself every day, I'm gonna build IG and TikTok accounts. Remind yourself that. Don't teach yourself more methods. You don't need it. Just remind yourself. Remind yourself of your goals. You don't need to overthink it. Less is more usually, right? And this brings me to my next point, and that's, what is the goal? What is the obstacle? Where are you currently? And where do you want to go? And then you just take a look at what's stopping you, right? So I'm making 10K with IG. Where are you currently? Where do you want to go? I'm trying to make 50K. Perfect. What's the obstacle? What's the obstacle between 10 and 50K? What is stopping you? And then you work on breaking down that barrier. I feel like, and again, I probably mentioned a few coaching stories already, and I'm going to mention it again because it's really interesting to me. I have a really unique perspective now because I'm going on a lot of coaching calls, and I can specifically hear one-on-one what agencies are struggling with. So I have a pretty unique experience and position in all of this. For example, I was on a coaching call with a guy, and that's the same guy, by the way, that outreached the models, that outreached the 300K, the 70K, the 600K model. That was the same guy, just so you know. And when I was on the call with him, I kind of got the energy that he had no idea what he should do, right? I don't know how else to explain it. I feel like he didn't have his goals clearly defined. I asked him, like, what do you think you're missing to get to your point? And he didn't know. He thought to increase his revenue, he needed to sign 10 more models, right? And I told him, what are you doing for marketing? Well, I don't know, we're just uploading videos. No, but do you have a plan, right? I feel like people never, You cannot get somewhere if you don't know where you're going. You have to know what is the goal, what is the obstacle, and how do you break the obstacle to get where you want to go. He was very confused about the idea of marketing. I spent like 10 minutes on talking with him. What do you need? What's the goal? Where are you trying to get to? And he didn't know, right? So sit down for 10 minutes, define, okay, I'm here. I want to get there. What is stopping me from doing that? And work on that. Way too many people just roam mindlessly. They're like a feather in the wind. Life is just taking them somewhere. They have no clue where they're going. Take control. Define your goal. I hope this makes sense. I hope I'm explaining it well enough. Because this particular guy that I was on a call with, he had 3 really great models. He had more, but 3 of them were really great. Those are the 70K, 300, and 600K. You know how much he was making? 7K in profit. You have models that have like 1 million followers and you're making 7K in profit, right? It was really interesting to me. I think more of you, and again, since I started coaching, I've started to learn this, what people are struggling with, but you just got to define your goal. Define it and focus on that one thing. Again, and what I mentioned at the start, there are too many, I don't know how to call them, revenue monsters. They just focus on revenue. Yeah, I'm making 100K and their net profit is like 5K. Work on the net revenue. That's what you need. And the last thing I want to get to was a mistake I made way too many times in my life. Because this isn't my first rodeo. This isn't my first business, right? We have an agency right now. We currently have a software company. Again, Tech Fusion, of course. We've also had other fun stuff in the past. But it was not getting a mentor. Money is a tool. Use money to make more money. Don't hide it. Don't just stack it up. It's always easier to pay someone who's done what you're trying to do, and you then save yourself months of your time. For example, you're gonna pay for a CRM, right? A chatting software. You're gonna pay for a CRM because it helps you make more money. On the topic of CRMs, go buy Creator Hero, by the way. They're the best CRM in my opinion. Link in the description for that. Link in the description. Use code Renato to save 10% off the first month. I've recently partnered with Creator Hero. And they're the best CRM in my opinion, right? Since we started in this industry over 2 years ago, we've always liked Creator Hero the most. We love their team. We love them. They're great guys. Go buy Creator Hero. But back to what I was saying. You're gonna buy Creator Hero because it makes you more money. You're gonna spend money to make money. You're gonna buy Tech Fusion because it's gonna allow you to get millions of views and go viral, right? To recreate your viral content, right? To re-upload your viral content. But you will spend more money to get money. But the thing people don't do enough is they don't spend money on getting a mentor. It's so useful for somebody, right? They have let's say me, I have over 2 years of experience running content, running Instagram accounts, running TikTok accounts. You can do the same thing. You can be me in 2 years with my work ethic, of course. Or you could pay me money to teach you everything I know, and you just saved yourself 2 years of your time. That's basically how it goes. So the last thing on how to get 20K a month, step by step, as quick as possible, if I had to start again from scratch, if you have the money, get a mentor, get a coach, pay someone that's gone through every step you want to get to, and that's gonna cut the learning curve for you so much. You have no clue how much valuable it is, how valuable it is. That's pretty much everything I wanted to talk about in this video, right? Again, check out techfusion.com. Great reviews, great views, all of that good stuff. Yeah, fun video. Enjoy it.